Hello, Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for showing up. You're very, very welcome to this channel. Today, we're doing a December reading for you. We're checking main themes for December. And let's just jump right in. This is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign. And if you would like a reading, focus on your energy only. Description box below and the first comment will be pinned for you with my details and my Etsy shop where you can purchase from there. Okay, so let's get started here and see what comes up. And as I shuffle these cards, I'll just ask you to leave me a thumbs up from the beginning. It helps me greatly to this reading, and so you can take the whole message for you as well. And of course, if you resonate with this, you can always subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much for being here. So main theme for you, the moon, the Three of Pentacles. What else? The Four of Pentacles. Okay, now what are you leaving behind? Five of Cups, Ace of Swords. One more, please, for what they're leaving behind. Five of Wands. I like what you're leaving behind. What are you embracing, Aquarius? What are you embracing? The Three of Cups, yes. Three of Cups is beautiful for you. The Queen of Pentacles, okay. And one more for Aquarius. Thank you. Three of Cups. Very positive for you. I like that. We'll be clarifying with another deck, but let's just jump right in first for the main theme of the month, listening to your intuition. I know, Aquarius, it's more about the mind. However, here you're being called to keep moving forward, okay? So you can see in this moon here, there's these two pillars, okay? It's like a portal here, like an 11. It's like a portal here, and you're being asked to keep moving forward. Look at that. You have the dog, it's about trust. You have the wolf, it's about intuition. And you have the lobster that keeps moving forward. Okay, so there's a big sense here about keep moving forward. Okay, don't look back, focus on your intuition, dive into your there's a big message about dive into your divine feminine. Now, divine feminine is nothing to do with gender, it's to do with your energy, okay? The energy of the dark, the energy of the negative, the energy of when it comes to energies, right? The yin energy, okay? The shadow side as well, to go within the dark, right? Following your intuition, understand how you're feeling about stuff, understand how you're feeling about the people around you. Because I see a lot of energy here with the Three and the Four of Pentacles here with the moon for you. We are talking about you connecting with people, and you connect with people through your emotions, okay? Does it make sense to me? Do I feel what they're saying? You know when they say, do you feel me? So this is what I'm saying here. Do you feel what they're saying? Do you feel what the people around you are saying, what they're preaching here? Okay, so we could be talking about the need to let go of some sort of attachments here, okay, and focus on what you feel, because we could actually be talking about some situations in your life that they come, and they come from a place of, you know, that person for a very long time, but something that they're saying doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel honest. It doesn't feel trustworthy. All of that, okay? But let's clarify and get a little bit more energy about this for you. Okay? Now for the moon, what do we have? Yes, the King of Swords. You could be talking about a person. King of Swords, we could be talking about a boss. We could be talking about a person. We could be talking about you, Aquarius, here, okay? Needing to, remember we're talking about the night. He's working through the night. So maybe through the night, that's when he understands better. He goes into checking everything, what happened during the day, you know, like working on your gratitude and all of that, and understand what happened here, what happened there, how do I resolve this, how do I resolve that. And it comes from your intuition. It's very strong. I have to mention it. Intuition here feels very strong for you in December. Okay, now for the Three of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Swords. So we have your energy all around the game here. The Three of Pentacles for the Knight of Swords. We could be talking, as I said before, people that you know already, Knight of Swords, that you know already, but something doesn't feel right. Something doesn't feel honest. I have to say, because I heard very insistently here. And then for the Four of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Cups. So this could be detaching from something that in the past was very good for you, made you very happy. Okay, something here made you very happy in the past, um, but you're a futuristic sign, right? So you know that everything keeps moving forward. A lot of people come into our life for a specific reason, okay? Some will stay, some will teach us, some will support us, and that's the way it goes, right? That's what we're doing here. We made all these contracts before we came up here, okay? And these people come and go, and you understand that. So there's a big sense of understanding that it's not about someone being very mean or not trustworthy. It's about what are they carrying, because sometimes it's the contract between you and a person, the soul contract is done, so it's time to move forward. So that's what I feel very strong through the month of December, is you understanding those dynamics in your surroundings. Okay, now when we move on into what are you leaving behind? You're leaving behind situations from the past. We're just talking about that. You're leaving behind nostalgic situations, because he's very sad looking at the three cups that are down. However, he can totally just look to the other side, see the other side of things, right? Looking into the dark side, looking into the emotional side, looking into your intuitive side, okay? Looking inside, not what you see here in the physical eyes, but go within into your mind's eye. That's where all the true essence is, okay? And so it comes here with what you're leaving behind. You're leaving behind situations from the past, and I have to show them all together because it makes more sense, right? So the Five of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Wands. You're leaving behind competition, situations, lies. I even feel this Ace of Swords as lies. People keep telling you their truth, which is not your truth. So that's a lie to me. Okay? Because they have been talking to you so that you remain small, that you assume everything is a competition in life. So I see you leaving behind a lot of people. People they are just not meant to be in your circle. Okay? Yes, for the Five of Cups, Queen of Cups. Again, talking about your intuition, listening to yourself and understanding that if you just cross the bridge there, there's a whole new life for you. I could be talking to people that they assume that life has no meaning, and if you just change home, move to a different area, try a different coffee shop, okay? Something like that. You will see things completely different, okay? Now, for the Ace of Swords, what do we have for Aquarius, please? For the Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. This could be work related, okay? This could be regarding the workplace. This could be regarding your plans. This could be regarding what you want to do in life. Maybe you've been doing something that it was never for you to follow through with that dream. I wonder if this is something that maybe, a limiting belief. You will only be happy if, I don't know, maybe all your family are accountants. And if you're not an accountant, you will never be happy. What if I don't want to be an accountant? What if I want to be a singer? You know, what if I want to be a tarot reader? What's going to happen? I have to follow my lead. I have to follow my intuition. What feels right to me, right? That's what we are talking about. And that's what you need to, you're being asked to leave behind. The need to just follow what other people are telling you that you have to do. So stopping to leave based on the perspective of others towards what you're supposed to do in your life. And then, sorry. And then for your Five of Wands, what else do we have here for Aquarius, please? For the Five of Wands. Very stuck, this energy. The Eight of Pentacles. Yes, we are definitely talking about work, about what you want, about what you are preaching here. Are you following your dream based on what you want, or you've been following your dream based on what other people want? I could be talking with academics here, and you have been taking degrees and courses regarding something that it was not your dream. You could be doing like we mentioned before about the accountant degree, and suddenly you realize that's not what I want. I want art. you know it's not what I want. So I have a lot of you're leaving behind this belief that you have to follow what other people are telling you. Okay, and what are you embracing? You're embracing life, you're embracing celebrations, you're embracing new people, you're embracing people that are joyful, you're embracing doing what you want. For again, the Queen of Pentacles, it's very strong about her intuition. Okay, and you're also embracing here your recognition, because you believe that you are meant for something much bigger than what you have been living so far. Okay, let's clarify this, because this feels extremely positive, and I'm going to reinforce extremely positive for what you are embracing. Yeah, Seven of Cups, there's so much here, there's so much greatness coming into your life. There's so much good that comes from these new people that are coming up. I wonder where these people are coming up, but each of us is different. And of course, I'm talking with so many people here. Um, so if you want to share in the comments, if you're open to, what kind of transformation we're talking about. We're talking about your friends, your work, your career, maybe building your own business. Discovering stuff on the platform as well, and you ended up feeling more connected with a certain type of people. um, Now, for the Queen of Pentacles, the Moon, like we're talking about the intuition, there's something very, very strong in December about your intuition that you cannot neglect or reject here, okay? Because this is very, very strong. And it's not strong from a place of fear, it's strong from a place of knowing, okay? This feels very, very strong. I know what it's meant for me. I know what I'm meant to be doing, and I know what I'm not meant to be doing. And then for the Nine of Cups, we have the Page of Cups. Following your passions, following what you want, having hobbies, enjoying your hobbies. Maybe you meet people by, going on an art exhibition, right? Theater, a play, something like that. Meetup, you name it. There's so many things nowadays, and it doesn't even have to be in person. It could be virtually as well. That you ended up meeting these people, okay? And you really, like I said, you could look on the platform and just understand how much there's out there for you, and you start reading comments or something and live events, and you're like, whoa, this makes much more sense to me. I feel like these people get me. They understand me. That's great. So let's look into the Lenormand. Take one card per topic here as well. Now for the main theme of the month. Let's see what it comes up. It comes up the birds. Yes, there's a lot of communication. There's a lot of talking here, a lot of situations like that. So sometimes we're also talking about the need to be patient, and the need to be patient is like we're talking about going into the nighttime, right? Like this. It's interesting because he's at the nighttime, and the Nine of Cups is also at the nighttime in this deck. So it's interesting by the fireplace there. Okay, so it could be approaching winter where you are. This could be something very, it may make more sense to you if that's the case. But it feels like you needing to step away from the noise. And normally it's at nighttime that it's quieter, right? You step away from the noise to tap into the energy and understand what is going on around you. Okay. And then for what you're leaving behind, cloud, you're leaving behind cloud, you're leaving behind fog, you're leaving behind confusion. This is what you're leaving behind. You're leaving behind all that um, uncertainty. It's going. It's absolutely going. And then for what you are embracing, yes, your talents, okay? Because the fox also talks about your talents, talks about how good you are at something, okay? Because foxes are very smart. They're very smart. They're very patient. If they have a prey, they just wait. They're very patient there, because you see she's very tricky and she just got a peacock there. So there's something about being very smart and tricky here. So you could be very tricky about getting your stuff, or you could start working more on your talents. There's a lot of, and it could be from your hobbies. Your talents can come from your hobbies, what you really like to do. It doesn't feel like an obligation, okay? It doesn't feel like that. And that's where I see you moving towards. Now, this could be a hobby that you've done years and years ago, and suddenly you feel like, oh, I miss doing that. And you go and do it. And it's the best thing you've ever done. Okay. Now let's get a Sacred Earth Oracle advice for Aquarius here, please. Productivity. There's a child next to her, and there's a mandala next to her. It's very beautiful and green, this card. So we have productivity. Look at how beautiful this card is, right? It's beautiful. The Divine Mother dwells in every heart. Her light is inside and all around you, for she is all that is beautiful throughout our world. She lives in every mountain, meadow, tree, and blade of grass. Her light illuminates the stars, her wisdom guides the moons, her brilliance flows from the sun. She is a wild flower whose perfume teases our senses to curiosity, action, and the pursuit of joyous life. So we are talking about your creativity, how you see the beauty in the world, how you see the beauty in everything. I could be talking here to Aquarius where they just tap into the beauty of everything, right? We were talking here about you doing something that you like, you working on your talent, something that you really feel good about. And it's that we were talking about that divine feminine, Mother Earth, fertility. It's about the divine feminine nature. So tapping into that energy, I see a lot of Aquarius tapping into that energy, and it kind of feels like, I don't even know where this is coming from, but this feels good, right? This feels good. I'm going to create from this energy, and something beautiful comes. Perfect, right? Perfect here. Every Because nature is perfect, isn't it? When you look around, everything is perfect. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I wish you a full month of abundance and love. And if you'd like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below in the first comment. If not, until then, I wish you a beautiful month. Take care.